Oh, hello, 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 hello. I just applied to 18 jobs, which is cool. Gonna look like Bigfoot for real. That's okay. I'm in North Carolina again. You probably can't see me. That's okay. You can probably still hear me. We're showing up as we are. As we are. So today was pretty good in terms of catching the plane, in terms of everything that needed to get done. I did a pretty good job of accomplishing things. I did end up pulling an all-nighter last night because I was really scared of catching my plane. So that was obviously not ideal, but yeah, I had some really good call talks with people when I was on the plane. That was very encouraging. Talked to this guy who's been in the mining industry for quite a while, 37 years, and ended up getting to talk with this other guy too. It was good. It was good. So right now I'm on a woke. On a woke. So yeah. I read this from The Art of Focus by Dan Coe, and he talked about how feelings are just feedback. And it really blew me away because I think of all these times in my life where I saw feelings as like you have to have a good feeling about everything or about whatever it is. Like if you don't have a good feeling about it, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. When the reality is it's just feedback. And you get to choose what you do with that feedback. You get to choose how you interpret that feedback. But at the end of the day, like the feeling, as useful as it is, you can't allow that to dictate your behavior. Like you can't assume that something is a certain way just because that's how you feel, how you think, all that stuff influences how you feel. It's just not very sustainable if you're wanting to get stuff done. So anyway, God is good, God is faithful. We're just on this walk. Grateful that I made it to my gate. Grateful that I'm just walking around in the dark right now. Grateful I got to apply for 18 jobs today, which is good. Mostly in data entry and customer service. Oh boy, we're dark. We're dark. Hello. It is the last day of me having my beard. We're just walking around. It's just in this area, it's very dark. But I go 30 minutes live every day, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You see some lights. You can probably tell I'm outside. But yeah, it's just simple progress. Like anytime you look to Christ, anytime you look you look to him even when you're feeling weak, he can do amazing things in your life. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Bayron says hi. Hi. I won't be walking around here for very long. And it's gonna get brighter. I think it's important to recognize that when you're trusting the process. We just kind of went through a dark little patch. But it is gonna get darker again because I'm walking back walking back into the darkness. May God be with you. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. I appreciate that. Byron in English, but my name is in Spanish. Bayron. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, I've seen God's blessings today. I've seen his hand outstretched for sure. Right now I'm really working on being able to let go of my limited beliefs and replace that with Christ's healing reliefs and just really letting go at the end of the day, because I think sometimes you want to do something because you think your past self needs you to do it, but no, you just can really blow away your own expectations. The day was good. Like I said, I stayed up all night, so I didn't miss my flight. It was 8 a.m. was when I left, so I got there at like 6 a.m. Did sleep a little bit on the plane. Got to talk with some cool people. Some cool cats. So that was fun. That was good. And then my cousin graduated today, so I was able to see that. He graduated early, so that was also fun. But yeah, tomorrow I'm getting this shaved, so kind of crazy. This was 6 months in the making, this beard. It's had a good time. Good time while it lasted. Yeah, we're just walking around. And it's just really humbling when God puts people in your path that really get you. Like, God blessed that moment so you could feel closer to him through those people. Like, one of the guys I talked to, he was just telling me about how he's had times where he was kind of in that messy middle and he wasn't sure what to do, and how he just kind of kept going and things worked out. I'm kind of in that messy middle right now. I got let go from my job end of last year. And it's easy to want to beat myself up about that because could have gone better if I'd been more proactive, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, like, your life isn't over yet. And even with like the biggest not great things that have happened in my life, it's always worked out somehow, some way. It's really about your ability to keep showing up and to seize new opportunities that might come your way. You don't know what might come your way. You just have no idea. Today, sent a cold email to a friend about helping him with his newsletter that doesn't exist yet. I was like, hey, I could help you with writing a newsletter because I like writing newsletters. So maybe, just maybe. So I need to make $700 in 13 days, which is $54 a day. I don't have that. So we're trying to be more entrepreneurial and overall just make the most of things. But it's so crazy when you've seen God's hand so much and you're just reminded of that. I've had so many miracles and moments here, even in the nighttime, hence we're walking around. So, but no, I think if you are continuously building things up, seeking to be the man or woman you'd like to become, and proving to that yourself that with little wins, I think you're going to be good. One of the funniest times from today was definitely from running all over the place at the airport to catch my second flight, my layover. I ran all the way to this one place, and they told me it had been switched up, and they'd already gotten switched up before. So that was not super great, but guess what? It worked out. So yeah, feelings are useful. The struggle with me is I sometimes feel like I have to feel a certain way before I act a certain way, which is really backwards, because actions are going to lead to the feelings. And just wanting to feel good all the time is a recipe for disaster. And that's more or less what people that get addicted to certain substances fall into. They just want to have these good feelings all the time. So it's unsustainable. Feelings are feedback. You can take it or leave it. There's no forcing. God has given you his trust, your ability to choose, and you get to choose what you're going to do with that. So you don't have to talk to that person or do that thing if you don't want to. I feel like sometimes God will put ideas in our heads just to kind of give us a little nudge, but at the end of the day, you have to do something about that. And feelings are just feedback. So that's your little little thought for today. I think of like if I had applied this in my life up to this point, it's actually crazy. If I was really really good at this, of just like being like, oh yeah, it's all just feedback. Like this isn't a big deal. No, there's been so many times in my life where I have these negative feelings or not great feelings, and I think I need to like change something about it, about my situation. It's like, no, sometimes there's something else in the Art of Focus book. It's like sometimes you just need to like have those negative turned off kind of feelings and then dive into it. Be like, okay, well, why do I feel this way? Is there something in my life that's not really in alignment right now? And you know, you can probably find an answer to that question. It's like, well, how's my sleep? How's my eating? How's my fitness? How's my, how's all these goals going? How are those going? And once you feel that those things are kind of working out, it's good. It's good. And I feel like hope is a lot of the time a feeling, and you get that good feeling from doing good things. I've never once had like this good, like I love life, joy kind of feeling from doing anything stupid, whether I was sleeping in or not working what I said I was going to be working because I slept in or whatever, and just living outside of alignment with myself. That's never, ever, ever brought good feelings. Yeah. So I think there's different ways that we're wired, and so once you can figure out some of these reframes, it can really potentially change a lot of things. Because I sometimes really do. I look at my feelings and I think they're like scripture, not scripture, but I feel like they're so important and I need to pay attention to them. It's like, no, not really. Like, they're feedback. It's giving you an idea, of kind of where things are. It's not telling you the complete story. Of course not. So, that's kind of the thought right now. And right now I'm in North Carolina, which is fun because I live in Utah right now. But right now I get to hang out with family, which is nice. I'm on a 7-day streak of walking 10,000 steps every day, and on like a 4 or 5 day streak of doing these every day. So that's cool. I think another thing too is like you can make space and time in your life to do the things you need to do. And there's also certain priorities at certain points in your life. Right now, with me living outside of my parents' home, it's important that I make enough money to be able to pay for my rent. And right now, don't have a job. Hence, I applied for some jobs, and it can be a little bit stressful. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. Really excited to put this into action, because I really, really do think that this is something I've let cripple me in the past. Of like, you're having some great feeling, you think, okay, so this is great, blah blah blah, and this is where I'm supposed to be. But the reality is like, no, dude, like you can act despite how you feel. You don't have to wait to feel good to act. You don't have to be like, okay, now I'm gonna get this done because now I feel all good about it. It's like, no, dude, like you can literally just start. Like all those times when I feel like behind in my working on my newsletter or whatever, and it's kind of like you're barely keeping it going. It's like you're barely keeping it going. But guess what? On those times, you just hit start and you go. 31, Dead Tree said, thanks for the live streams. Your 30 minutes help me out each day. Tyler said this. Oh, thank you. Well, we're going to keep it up. We're going to keep it up. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get to better places. I think when I was in one of the darkest points of my life, it was right after this breakup, and my brain was so stuck in the past and the feelings and thinking you have to like fix it or whatever. It's like, no, it's just feedback. It's your understanding things more, your heart has been wounded in some way when you have a breakup. And so it's important you understand, like, okay, well, what did I do that made this, that contributed to this happening? So anyway, I'm excited. There's so many things in life that I'm excited about. You got soccer? No worries, Tyler. I appreciate you hopping in. We do this every day for 30 minutes a day. It's easy. It's something I can do in my sleep. I enjoy popping on here and doing this. And I know that the best is yet to come. So I'm excited to see who comes on the journey with me. You're a goalkeeper. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's something I definitely was not something I was very good at. I'm sure I could have worked more at it, but back then at that tender age of 9 was not the best at that. I think I got put in a game once and the coach, I think they got scored on me like 3 times, and the coach is like, yeah, this guy ain't it. And that's okay. You're not meant for that. Like, it's very similar to the quote about the fish climbing the tree. It's like, hey, well, if you're judging a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it's going to live its whole life it's that thing, and it's stupid. It's like if you put somebody that's meant for one thing into something else, and you're judging the entire potential as a human being based on that thing, they're going to think they're really not it. I think that's a tragedy. I met this guy on the plane. Met a lot of cool people on the plane today. I met this one cool guy on the plane who was telling me about how his daughter was an artist and how he's really proud of her. And he's like, I just want her to be happy. And I know she's going to figure out how to make money with it and all this other stuff. And it's like, yeah, dude, of course. She has creative freedom right now, even if she doesn't really make much money from it. However, she's going to have financial freedom later, as long as she gets better at her craft. And so, like, he was letting her do that thing. Instead of thinking, oh, you got to go into nursing school, you got to do all these other things. It's like, no, it's like parenting, letting them spread their wings and fly. So I've had to, like, my parents have been always pretty good about helping me out with this. It's something I'm more trusting in God to help me do more now. So yeah, the time's going to fly by either way, whether I do this live stream or not. So learning not to force things too. It's such a vital skill. And the thing about that, it's a skill you'll need your whole life. Skill you need your whole life. Because if you're wanting to do something just to relive a past moment, like, I don't know. May not be the best thing to do. You only get one chance to live this day, this moment. And I think that's a part of why it's so frustrating when we do have a moment where we, fall into something foolish or, take a nap or, something doesn't go as we planned. Can be really, can be crippling to your confidence. But again, tomorrow's a new day. You get new ideas every day. Dude, flying on the plane was so nice because I had new ideas throughout the plane ride. And I had thoughts. I was like, hey, like, I like writing on my phone. I need to write on my phone more. It's just like this little bing, bing, bing. Like, you got to pay attention to that stuff. You really do. Because when you're in a place, like when you're doing that thing you're supposed to be doing, like you're gonna get good thoughts. You're gonna get good ideas. Like it's just gonna happen if you're doing that thing you need to do. And the thing you need to do, I think it really just depends on the person, but a lot of it just comes back to being in the present moment, enjoying the season that you're in, enjoying it. Like with different seasons of life, you might be leaning one way more than another. Like right now, I'm spending a lot more time working on things than, socializing with people, which is fine. But that's because This is more or less the season I'm in. So yeah, I spent so much time writing yesterday, and I really had this thought. It's like, dude, I just need to like put myself in front of a computer and just write a lot. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. God has it all figured out. Like day by day, your pain is going farther and farther away into the distance. So, you know, there's that quote that says, the past is a house that I don't live in anymore. It takes faith. It takes faith. And this is something I've had to learn. It's like trusting that leaving behind whatever is there in favor of something better is always going to be a good option for you. Being willing to let go of what may have only been for a season. So yeah, right now it's just doing 10,000 steps every day, doing a quick little 30-minute live stream, getting sounds like I'm going to get eaten alive by dogs, but I'm actually fine. So, once you get some of those things going, get some momentum, it's good. And you just it just reaffirms to yourself, this is who I am. This is what I do. And that's very powerful, very encouraging. And the truth is, if I'd understood how easy it was to like do live streams on YouTube and stuff, but the thing is, like, I wasn't ready. I was still trying to figure out other stuff. I was still trying to make the gaming YouTube channel thing work, and that's something I've kind of let go. And it's like, I can play video games and have fun with that. However, I don't want to record myself playing games because I want people to see my face. I want them to see what I'm up to. I want to promote my newsletter and stuff like that, and be able to talk about that openly. So it's kind of a longer path. It's a longer path, more uncertain. Because like with my YouTube channel, for example, the gaming YouTube channel, started in 2012, kept it going till 2015, and then kept it going for a little bit after my mission. So we could say there's like maybe 4 or 5 years of work put into it. And then you look at my newsletter, and that kind of started in 2022. So there's still 2 more years before I hit the 5-year mark. So there's time. But the thing is, you need to make sure that you are making time, so you're not trying to split multiple projects, because then you're not getting much done because you're trying to like serve all these different things. So yeah, feelings are feedback. You don't have to be ruled by them. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Obviously, if you have a bad feeling about something, obviously you probably should pay attention to that, because it's feedback. But at the same time, if you're not feeling anything, well, it's like, well, maybe go on a walk or do something that will help you to get moving, something that will help to move the progress bar of your life forward. In Pokemon, if you just run around towns and don't actually challenge anybody or go to any gyms, guess what? You're actually not going to evolve. You're not going to grow. You have to jump into those battle encounters. You got to fight the gym leaders. Like that's necessary for you to progress in the game. So, just some thoughts. And time really does fly by, like, so ridiculously fast. Like, it's crazy that we're already almost like a month into the year. That's wild. But I look at like where I could be by the end of the year if I do better with running, keep doing these daily little live streams, improve my newsletter and stuff like that, get a better job. It's like, yeah, things could be pretty good. Certainly better than they were at different points last year. But that's going to take work. It's not going to happen by accident. I had the thought today of doing the 100 challenge that Alex Hormozy has, of doing 100 cold calls, 100 minutes of working on social, 100 all this other stuff. Like, I mean, the truth is, like, if you do that, if you're able to do that for even just a couple of weeks, your whole life will change. The struggle is just like 100 reps of something in a day is a lot. Like, you're probably going to have to work 8 or 9 hours in order to make that happen. But I did look into going cocoa today. I talked about that yesterday, I think, about how it's kind of like Uber meets cold calling with tech sales. So I think I might be able to start working for them. That would be nice. Because if you can even just schedule a meeting on there with that platform, you can make like $500 a meeting. So like one phone call, if you put in all the data right and it works out. So anyway, I know God's got it, and I have to keep making space for my gifts, keep giving back to people. Great example of this was I wrote this poem on my flight back home, and I really felt like I should give it to a flight attendant, and I kind of missed the opportunity. But then I was walking around the airport and I ran into a flight attendant, so I gave her the poem. Her eyes kind of lit up. She's like, "Oh, thanks." I don't even know if it made a difference, but it's like the idea is you got to give back whatever you have. And that's the thing. It's like you have to give back whatever you have and understand, like, there's joy in that, and that God can give you more. I've tried to give what I have with this, and I try to give, a little 30-minute thing, jump on here, and I know He can give more. He can help me have more clarity, more peace, more understanding, better future, more subscribers, obviously. And, it's just, all I got to do is be me. Like, there's no secret formula. There's no nothing. Just keep improving yourself. And yeah, obviously it'd be nice if I could do some more heavily edited videos and stuff, but all in due time. There's the potential to do that earlier, but for now I haven't acted in line with that. So anyway, it's good. Only here in North Carolina for a couple days, just visiting family, but glad I jumped on here. Glad I applied for those 18 jobs, and glad for that advice. The feelings are just feedback, dude. It's just feedback. Oh, so good. It's like, no, you don't have to feel this amazing way. You can do something amazing, then you'll feel a lot better. Like, you don't have to feel amazing. No, you don't have to be like, oh yeah, I feel so good about this, I'm gonna do it. It's like, no, you can start moving forward and see how you feel about it. So, it's exciting. And it's like, if you can get one gem like that from a book, chances are there might be more. It's funny because with Dan Koh's content, I've been reading a lot of his content for a while, and I'm not super sold on everything he says. However, a lot of things he has said has been helpful for me. So it's like, okay, this is useful. Diving deeper into this guy's content would be better than diving crazy deep into somebody else that wouldn't even be helpful for me. I could spend 30 minutes of Dan Koh's content, and that'd be more valuable than spending 8 hours with some video game person's content that isn't really going to benefit me in the long term. So anyway, we're just at that 30-minute mark. Glad I made it home. Glad that things worked out with the plane. Getting this cut tomorrow, but I might do the live stream before. So that's that. We just keep going. Feelings are just feedback. Dude, since I read that, it's just really resonated with me. It's like, oh yeah, me feeling upset about this doesn't mean I'm it's true, or it doesn't mean this or that. It's just this is feedback. This is how I'm responding. So it's okay, maybe I need to, think more about this or whatever. Anyway, that's what we have today. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe. I will see you tomorrow when I do this again. for now, I'm going to go continue my walk because we're at the 30-minute mark and I'm kind of ready to skedaddle. So, but much love. Take care. Appreciate the kind comments. See you later. Bye.